Hi, I'm Peter from Bike Action, and I'd like to show you how to take a tube out of your tire and to get it repaired. We're going to pick up from where our last video left off, and Heather had loosened the tire, so I'm just going to pull the tube out of the tire first. First thing we want to check at is see what kind of valve we have. This is a Presta valve, so we have to unscrew a little keeper nut here. It takes a second or two. And that kind of locks the tube down, so we have to undo that first. And don't lose that, just place it off to the side. And now all we do is reach up, because our front bead is off. We just need to reach up and pull our tube down and out of the tire. Work it down to the valve, and then I just flip it over, and that allows me to pull it out at the valve. Valve on this one's pretty long, so we want to be able to pull that up and out. There. And actually we'll just pull the tire right off of this one. So there's our tire and our tube removed from our wheel. And this one probably just needs, we need to replace it. And what we're going to do in a second is we'll show you how to fix it. And when we get it back, then we'll put it back on the wheel. Okay, so now we're ready to repair our tube. This tube is a Schrader tube, and we're just going to put a little bit of air in it first. And it's a regular Schrader valve, so we'll just flick the pump so it can handle it. Looks like a regular valve that you're used to on your car. Just put a little bit of air in it so it holds some shape. What we're doing right now is we're trying to find the hole. And I've forgotten my bucket. Oh, thanks, Heather. You may be wondering why I have a bucket of water here. It's a very helpful tool. Sometimes the hole is very obvious in the tube. Other times you can't find it so easy. So what we're looking for is in the bucket of water, if you have a little bit of air in the tube, we can put it under and look for any leak. And we should see air bubbles popping out when we find a leak. So we just kind of run the tube through, give a look and see if we can see any air bubbles. And I'm just going to go through and squeeze. And let's try right here. Oh, look at that. We got a lot of air bubbles coming out there, so we know there's our problem. So I marked that with my thumb. I know where it is right now. And I'm wondering if Heather could maybe get me some paper towel. Yeah. And also just a Sharpie marker's good to have. I think we have one over on the table there. Oh, thank you, Heather. You just dry that off, and you can feel where that is. And with the Sharpie, we're going to make a little mark on the tube so we know where it is. It's right about here. So with that mark, we can now figure out where we want to patch our tube. Okay. Move the bucket out of the way. And we'll get our glue kit ready for patching. The glue kit and the patch kit comes in the road readiness repair kit from the libraries. And these are the patches. First thing you're going to do is take a look at where the hole is, and I marked it there with my Sharpie. I'm going to deflate the rest of this tube, so I've got a nice flat work surface to work on. And all we're going to do is paint a bit of glue onto here. This glue is like a welding of a rubber welder. It's kind of stinky, so you really want to not do this in an enclosed space. We have our windows wide open here, so it helps. Just need enough. You basically want to make a dab over where the hole is, and you want to make it bigger than the patch. Don't be too shy. Okay. Put that back in. Then you have to wait for about a minute. So we've managed to get the glue on the tube here, and it's hit the point where it's drying out, which is just the right point where we can put the patch on. The patches come in a little sticky bit. You have to peel off the top clear bit, and that'll reveal the patch. Don't peel it off of the clear, just peel it off of that part here. Now, one little tip, inside shop tip that I just learned, is to put just a dab of glue. Some people don't like it, but I've heard that this is an effective way to get just a little bit more adhesion out of your patch. Just a little dab on there. And now we can put the patch onto the spot where we made our Sharpie mark. And we press it there, and we hold it in place, nice and firm, for about a minute as well. All right, time is getting near the end of pushing it down. We want to make sure we have good adhesion, so I just actually am pushing down with anything I have that's nice and firm. In this case, it's my Sharpie marker top, and then I try to pull off the edge of this, and hopefully we have it sticking. Right now it's not quite sticking, so it's not quite ready yet. So I'm just going to keep rubbing. Hopefully we get it to remove. We don't want that edge to come off. Ideally, we want it to come off nice and smoothly. And I try to get it here started. Push it on a little bit more on the edge. The good thing is that the glue extends out past the patch, so it's going to glue and hold there pretty well. And again, I can just put a little bit of paper towel over and push with my pen cap. It's not the cleanest of jobs, but working with rubber cement is never that fun. All right, there we go. And we have a patch tire. Over here, just going to fill it back up with air just to give it a test. And we'll know it can hold air. Don't overfill it too badly. We just want to make sure that we got a good patch on there. It looks like we've done our job. And there you go. We got a patch too.